Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. If you like conspiracy theories, paranormal topics, please check out our podcast, Our Big Dumb Mouth. You can find us on iTunes or Stitcher. Search for OBDM and we'll come up, or hit our website. Oh, and in this video, we're getting a little drunk. Just a little bit. Thanks for watching. Bye. Well, I think Clown Baby's got some good stuff. Can we swing it on over to you, Jeff?
Yes.
All right.
Well, we got fired up with this.
I'm a man.
You're right. Bill Murray's roar after he jacked.
He's a man!
So what do you have to talk about this week on monsters? Talking about them. It's a bad title, I know.
Actually, I like it more than Monster of the Week. Monsters, talking about. Get a British person to do that. Maybe with some classical music in the background. And have him film it, like him reading a book and like, oh, hello there, welcome to Monsters. Talking about them.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Yay! What do you got?
The Jersey Devil.
Oh, damn. This is very... You hear about him. You hear about the Jersey Devil. I have no idea what the Jersey Devil is, where he came from, so I'm entertained. Let's do this. Come on.
Not entirely. Well, we'll see. There's some similarities between other stuff that we've talked about. So
okay.
Now, okay. So the Jersey Devil, it's said to inhabit the Pines Barren region in New Jersey. It covers the 9 counties in the southern part of the state, which is it's lots of pine trees and swamps in watery, marshy areas. Now, this creature is often described as a flying biped with hooves for feet. The most common descriptions are it's kangaroo-like with the head of a goat, leathery bat wings, horns, small arms with clawed hands, hooved feet, and a forked kind of reptile-like tail. It's also reported to move quickly, and also emits a blood-curdling scream.
Hold on a second. I'm picking up some distinct similarities between man-bat and Goatman.
Yeah, definitely.
This is the same creature. But please go on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's some more things that tie in here after when I get to the mass sighting. But it came about in popular legend. It looks like the book pins it around 1735. Legend has it this Jane Leeds was pregnant with her 13th child. Apparently, in those
13th child.
13th child.
Holy shit.
That wasn't that unusual.
Her hips must have been fucking wide as the fucking road.
It must be like fucking goalposts in football.
God damn. You couldn't, if you fucked her, you couldn't get any friction. She's used up.
He wants to get the ugly women vote.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Johann Sebastian's Bach's wife had 16 kids. But,
oh, okay.
Damn.
So she cursed this child.
Wait. Wasn't he blind and deaf?
That's Beethoven.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, get it right.
Sorry.
Beethoven
That's called going off half-cocked.
All right, go ahead.
So she cursed this child because it's going to bring her and her husband and all the other kids undue hardship because they already had enough problems feeding their family as is. So when she was in labor and finally gave birth, the family was horrified. The child looked demonic and it soon sprouted horns. And this little demon spawn massacred the family and fled into the night into the area of the Pine Barrens.
As one does.
As one does. So this, the first, I guess, major sightings of this occurred in 1909. It was a mass sighting.
1909?
1909.
Okay.
Sightings were reported in at least 30 regional communities for approximately about a week span in January of that year. And it was reported heavily in the newspapers at the time. And most of the descriptions included creature with bat-like wings, hooved feet, skinny reptile tail, kangaroo-like head and legs. In Haddon Heights, New Jersey, all the passengers on the trolley witnessed the creature. They described it as a kangaroo with wings. Panic began to set in the region as the local populace, as livestock and pets began to go missing in southern New Jersey, which really ties into the bat squatch and the man bat, and also the goat man would kill pets.
These are all linked together in some way.
Also, during this panic, people were seeing hoof tracks on the roof and freshly fallen snow, and also on the ground. The police attempted to crack this creature when people reported sightings with bloodhounds, but they could not keep a scent on it. In Camden, New Jersey, it was sighted by both police and civilians drinking from horse trough. Apparently, a police officer shot at the creature with a gun, but it had no effect, and was sighted several days later again. And the creature was shot at again in Bristol, Pennsylvania, also with no effect. Also in Collingswood, New Jersey, firefighters tried to spray it down with pressurized water to subdue it, but this also did not bring down the creature or affect it really in any ways. Sightings of the creature occurred as far away as Delaware and western Maryland during this time. And so after that week, they kind of petered out.
Do they say how tall this thing was, or the girth of this thing?
On a different account, I have a height. It wasn't from 1909. The height I have, my next snippet is about 6 feet tall.
6 feet tall, okay. A little different than the goat man or the man bat, where it ranged from 6 to 9 feet.
Right.
Okay. But I mean, people taking shots at it, fire hoses. Obviously, a very strong creature. And to control a fire hose, you need probably 1 or 2 people to do that. So probably at least 2 people saw it, and they decided to turn a hose on it, like it was some kind of rioter. Very racist. Very racist. Okay.
And so this, as another case, I bring it up because it's by a reputable kind of source, I guess. It's from a park ranger. It's from 1993 in Wharton State Forest in New Jersey. This park ranger filed an official report of the sighting with the park ranger's office. Apparently, he was on his way back from an evening date, driving through a desolate area in the state forest on his way back to his ranger station. He spotted a creature coming out on the road in front of him. At first, he thought it was a deer. He saw a dark shape, but as it got into his headlights, or his car's headlights, it became apparent that it wasn't a deer. Apparently, it stood completely upright. Had dark, shiny, matted fur, a deer-like head, but with red eyes. It appeared to be lacking upper appendages and strangely bent legs. He also described its movements as robotic. And the way it moved and, just general kind of mannerisms. And said after several seconds, the creature staring at him and walked off into the brush on the other side of the road.
So I have to ask, since a park ranger saw this, missing 411.
Yes.
I mean,
it combines.
Right, this was in a state park.
A state park, seeing a weird fucking creature. And we've had reports of other weird creatures being seen in the vicinity of missing 411 cases.
Definitely, and I have 2 cases from my Eastern United States Missing 401 book from Southern New Jersey.
All right, let's head on over there. Come on.
Now, this first case is from 1892, and what Pledis was able to find was it's called the Borofsky case. It was in Bridgeton, New Jersey. The kid was a boy, 6 years old. The articles he found did not mention the boy's name. But insofar as the case goes, the 6-year-old Borofsky son disappeared in the area. It was Bridgeton, New Jersey.
Oh,
the area of Bridgeton, Carmel, and Millville, New Jersey. Kind of out in, I guess, country in that area. Around their house area had many lakes and swamps. The boy went missing apparently July 1st in 1892. After the family had reported the boy missing, the thunderstorms in the area hampered the search effort after the police had been called to search for the boy. Thunderstorms were they hampered the effort in the police search and all of that. And on the 4th day, when it was about to be called off, the boy was located by a local beekeeper, David Carman, who was also, I guess, part of the search team. He thought he had heard a faint cry in the swamp, and he was over a mile away from the Borofsky residence when he heard the cry. And I guess the passage in the book is short, but it gives you the best detail of what they found. So the child was found hanging over a bush. There was at least 2 feet of water surrounding it. The bushes within the child's reach had been gnawed and eaten, and the clothes were torn off from the little one, while blood streamed from the wounds and gashes on his body and legs. The skin and flesh on its legs were torn off. His hands badly lacerated and shrunken. Doctors examined Borofsky and felt he may not survive because of pneumonia, and Pledis mentioned that there were no follow-up articles about his condition.
So that kind of sounds that it could be an animal attack in some way.
But to find him hung up on a tree is kind of very odd.
Yeah, the hung up on a tree, very odd, but the lacerations to the clothes and body indicates possibly some kind of clawed creature, possibly a bobcat, but I don't know.
You also have to note that in 4 days, the boy walked through 2 feet of water. A 6-year-old walked through 2 feet of water and swamp over a mile away.
I can't even do that now.
Explain, is there a description visually of what the New Jersey Devil looks like?
The Wikipedia article kind of has a stupid ass picture.
It looks like the goat guy. It looks like the man bat. They're very. I would put them in the same category. Let's say, so with humans, we have white guys, we have Asians, we have black guys, we have South Americans, we have Latin, all different varieties of humans. I think we have the same kind of thing with these cryptids when it comes to Bigfoot, Goatman, all this kind of stuff. I think we have these other different varieties if we're going to believe in them. And they're all just kind of like a little different in flavor, and same with us humans. We're not all the same. We all kind of look a little different. Some of us do certain things better or look a little different, or I think the same thing with these cryptids. Not that different in philosophy, I guess.
Sure. We may be seeing same iterations of different birds.
Look, in birds. Look how many different iterations of birds there are, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, they're just, I guess, kind of, what do you want to call it, biodiversity among animals.
So these, missing 401 cases are very interesting, especially when you have these weird creatures interacting with people, and these people go missing, wind up dead, and their body is found. We put up a lot of videos about this, and it's intriguing because no one really acknowledges it. That's why it's intriguing, because there's plenty of data that people die. There's plenty of data that people go out to the woods and go missing, but there's really no explanation of how they die, other than, they died of exposure, or we never found the body. Their clothes have been ripped off or found in some peculiar manner. There's really no definitive answer on that front. So I have one more case. It's not long, and that will round out the segment, but it's another case from the same book, and it's from 1990, the Billy Bancy case in Hamilton, New Jersey. The age is 30 months old on the boy, and it happened in October 1919. The boy asked if he could go out and play with his fox terrier in the yard. His father said yes. A short while later, his mother went out to check on Billy and the dog. She could not find either of them in a nearby field nor by swamps. They were also by the house, so field and swamps, also like the other case. The police were notified, but no tracks or evidence could be found the first day. Towards the end of the first day, the dog returned. The family, asked the dog where their son was and tried to lead it around to areas nearby, but the dog refused to move and just looked at the ground. Heavy rain. Sorry?
No, I was just saying, I've heard David Pauletta say that, you think you would feel safe if you go out to the woods with a dog. But the dog has no factor in whether or not you are protected or not. It has no variable.
Dogs
no
are
variable.
found.
Yeah.
Like that, I read that one a while ago about Nathan Madsen. He was riding back to his parents' house after he said he got tired or something. His parents kept on the trail with their horses, and he rode back in his pony. And they found the pony like a month later, all emaciated, but was still alive. But no, nothing. The kid was actually found dead. But anyways, in this story,
but whatever.
So heavy rains fell for the next several days, hampered search effort. One searcher was able to locate one of Billy's toys, but it had been smashed. About 6 weeks after he went missing, a hunter discovered a body in the swamp and notified the police, who then determined it was Billy Bancy. The body was in the area of a swamp, surrounded by 1 to 2 feet of water. His clothes were found hung on tree branches around him. No bloodstains or scratch marks appeared on his clothes. His legs appeared to have been gnawed on a decent amount, presumably by animals. But I guess the point of note is his clothes were removed prior to his legs being gnawed on because no blood or anything was found on them.
Yeah. So, are you bringing up the Jersey Devil with some of these more missing 411 cases?
These are from southern New Jersey as well.
Yeah. In your opinion, is there a connection?
I mean, it's plausible. We have a lot of, at least we've seen in the American Monsters book, there's a lot of attacks on pets and livestock. So, I mean, perhaps. Oh, that was the one thing I had wanted to read real quick out of this Billy Bancy case, because this is what brought up another really good point. It was about the dog. It was also revealed that 10 days before Billy disappeared, his dog had received some type of head injury while playing by itself. The exact cause of the injury could not be determined, but they did not know if it was related to his disappearance. So there you go. Perhaps it was the creature attacking the animal, the boys playing with it, and the creature just took the boy instead.
Very well could be. Joe just sent me a text file. Or a zip file.
I said you zip file.
It's coming down.
That's after show. That's an after show thing. What I find interesting is the way that this is framed, and I don't know if this is the way you're framing it, Clowners, or if this is the way that the book frames it, but it leaves a lot left to interpretation.
Some of the stuff he just doesn't have.
There's not a lot of data on that. We don't have any pictures of these cryptids.
Yeah,
there's no definitive evidence. There's just speculation. That's why there's Mississippi 411. That's why all the Bigfoot stuff, the Goat Man, the Man Bat, is so interesting to me, because there's very little physical evidence with pictures or even footprints. I mean, you can see Bigfoot footprints, but some real shit. It does leave a lot to interpretation, and lets the mind go crazy. And even on our newest 411 video, Theories and Conjectures, someone posted up a theory, and I'll read it for you right now, if you don't mind.
That's fine. It's pretty interesting, somewhat.
It's not bad. It's a fairly good theory.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa. Here we go. I'll read it. This comes from Cosmo. He said, here's my weird theory. Maybe the national parks locations weren't chosen because they were just nice scenic areas, but maybe they were chosen because there were things there that lived in those areas, and at some point our government made an agreement with them and claimed those areas as national parks, so they would never be any commercial or residential development in those areas. So if people happen to go missing occasionally, the government will look the other way and not keep any records of those missing people. Maybe they did things this way because if the government were to completely close off such areas, the public, without having a military installation there, the public would have a ton of never-ending questions. I also wonder if there were maybe systems of underground caverns at those places that would have multiple hidden entrance points. And but he goes on, maybe an alien craft somehow comes down. I don't like the alien craft comes down and goes into a source of water that monitors people, and they just happen to walk close by.
I've heard that theory before, especially a lot of UFO reportings or sightings where it's been reported that UFOs have been seen entering or leaving lakes or bodies of water.
I do like the theory of declaring a national park, so people will experience the beauty of America, and really they just won't keep track of who goes in, who comes out, or if you go missing or not. Basically, enter at your own risk is what they're saying. But in those parks, it's basically every man for themselves, and which is unfortunate because in a lot of these federal parks, you're not allowed to take your own gun with you. That might not be true in every instance, but I like the theory though that the government would say, "Yeah, there's weird shit going on here. Let's just make it a national park. We'll figure it out later, and we can't claim to understand what exactly is going on, but it's not good. But we're not going to warn people against it because that's going to create too many questions." I think that's actually a pretty good theory.
Seems somewhat plausible, especially once we find out we can't do anything about it.
Don't go into that house. The Jersey Devil's in there. No, what you're going to say is like, look, the house is haunted. If you want to go in there, okay. That seems much more plausible to me. You can't say, don't go in there, you're going to die, because, people are just going to want to go in there continuously.
It's going to kill me. That's pretty...
It's going to be fun. Very interesting stories. The Jersey Devil obviously sounds like Goat Man. Sounds like Man Bat. Sounds like a lot of the other shit we've talked about. I don't know if there's a difference between these creatures. And you can go on YouTube and you can listen to recordings of Bigfoot sounds. You can hear very weird sounds when people are out camping. People have tried to capture that, and they've done a pretty good job. We haven't had any pictures, though. There's been no slow motion video. And everyone can get slow motion video now on their iPhone G or iPhone S, 6S. So I'm disappointed in the lack of pictures and lack of quality video and the lack of GoPro footage. Because typically, if you can afford to go out camping to a national forest, it means you probably have a little bit of disposable income. Why not have a GoPro on at all fucking time? And if I go out in the woods and camp, I'll probably have my phone on me at all times, and I'll be taking video at all times. Because I got storage is cheap nowadays. Storage is cheap.
The storage is cheap, and solar power on the go while camping is highly accessible.
So this video everything you fucking do. When you go out and have a new experience, you don't got to post everything you do. Only post if something interesting happens. Like a fucking man demon or a man dog runs in front of your face.
You start getting banged by a goat creature or Sasquatch.
He's a man!
Yeah, if that happens, you at least have to get a picture of Bigfoot's dick.
I'm a man.
Take a selfie while you're blowing Sasquatch.
He's a man!
Yeah, he's a man.
That's the only really frustrating thing about these and all these cases. I can understand thinking back in the 1900s, but now that there's more technology, now that we can possibly capture this stuff, it doesn't seem to be as prevalent. So is it people's imagination running wild back in the day, or are they taking new forms now?
Yes. Oh, yes, both.
I don't know.
I think they're making them. That's why I questioned the clowning one's description of this story, because it's a lot of hearsay without a lot of evidence, and it leaves everything hanging, and it makes a lot of claims without having to substantiate them. And
that's all that's in the American Monster book.
Yeah, we're not blaming you.
We're talking about...
No, I'm not blaming... No, I wouldn't be blaming him at all. I mean, I'm just coming at it from the sky. I like evidence. I like reason. I like basing all of my judgments based on...
Was my legend not good enough in the beginning? The woman giving birth to a demon baby?
I think if we're all going to share the same reality, which I know a lot of people don't want to embrace because, sometimes you can be gender fluid. And as a gay man, I think that's a completely absurd idea. Like, I'm not going to be a woman tomorrow. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen.
I'm a man.
But could you be a man bat tomorrow?
I might be a man bat.
He's a man!
I still probably need medication. That's all I'm saying. So I like evidence.
You guys want to take a little bathroom break?